Much like Pink Poison in their 2022 song Drunk in Cologne, I had been looking forward to this weekend for quite some time. Okay, Telford might not quite be Cologne on a long weekend, but you know what? I think I probably had a better time of it. I'll tell you why on Monday Matters right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi, I'm Gary. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today indeed is Monday Matters as usual. I'll have a quick look at some of the news of the week. I'll be catching up with what I've been up to on my bench. And of course, I'll be talking about this week's kit of the week. All these things come as chapters, so you can hop backwards and forwards as your heart desires. If you like what you see on this video, and I hope you do, please do remember give it the old thumbs up, imperial thumbs up on the like button below. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and you'll be notified of all my future content as it is published. And of course, if you'd like to make a more concrete contribution to the channel, you can do that through Super Thanks, by becoming a channel member, or by using any of my online affiliate programs. Now, last weekend, of course, was Telford, the Scale Model World Show. 2 days of people happily talking about modelling. It was fantastic. Thank you all so very much. All of you that stopped me, either say, hi, how are you? Enjoy the show. Thank you very much. And off you go. Or who stops and had a decent chat for a while. Either was fine with me. Trust me. I'm really happy to meet anyone who watches my stuff and anyone who's got any feedback at all to give me. Two in particular I wanted to mention straight away are Malika and Nye. Now, these two young ladies have more enthusiasm, more commitment, more joy in model making than I've seen in quite a lot of other people. They are an absolute shining example of what I hope the modelling community is going to look like in the future. People who are just bursting with enthusiasm and absolutely loving the kits that they make and things like that. So both of you and your dads, thank you so very much for stopping by and saying hi. In a room full of, let's be honest, mainly old men, it was just a delight to see two sort of bright sparks of enjoyment and enthusiasm. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you, both of you, for stopping by to say hello. Hope I'll see you again, both of you, next year. Bring more of your family with you. What else? Yeah, Sprues and Glues. We chat on the live stream and things like that. Didn't see you and your dad, unfortunately. Didn't bump into you. So please do make sure your dad gets in touch with me, because Nick of Nick's Mystery Box has got some stuff he'd like to send you, and I'd like to put you all in touch with each other. Okay? Please make sure you do that. Talking of Nick, by the way, I did come back with quite a few kits, but 4 of them were Nick mystery boxes. So that's a lot to look forward to. One of them isn't marked. The other 3 have got strange inscriptions on them. Those inscriptions are, first one says, "Round and round we go." The second says, "3 wheels on my wagon." And the third says, "What if this is a Nick's mystery box?" I don't know what any of that means. That's part of a mystery, I guess. However, if you've got some ideas, why not leave a comment in the information or comment box below the video here? Let me know what you think, or even drop me a line on the Facebook page. I'll photograph the 3 messages, put them on the Gary's Friends Stuff Facebook page, and you can have a look and make up your minds and let me know as well. I'll put a link to the Facebook page in the information box. So let me know what you think. I've no idea. I will be doing a mystery unboxing later on, possibly later on this week, maybe for the weekend, something to look forward to for the weekend. The man is inventive and slightly crazy, and all the better for it, because the stuff he gives me to build is inventive and crazy, and I love it. I really, really do enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy seeing them. What else? Oh yeah, finally, wanted to say to Yongkat YK from Singapore, thank you so much. for the beautiful, beautiful book you gave me on the history of the Singapore Air Force. It's full of amazing photos, really, really good diagrams and artworks and things like that. It has inspired me to make that 1/48 scale Hawker Super Hunter that we were discussing. The Singaporean Air Force did a lot of modifications to the Hunter FJ9, or was it Mark 74? I think it was that was sent out to Singapore. They made a lot of modifications, made it much more beefy and angry aeroplane than the Hunter could be. What we should have done with the Hunter, to be perfectly fair. I'm going to make one of those, and I'm going to be using your book as reference. So thank you so very, very much. It's a real delight to meet you at Cosford, then at Telford as well. Also, while I was at Telford, I did some interviews. First was with Dale and designer Matt from AIRFIX, mainly about the new ME410, but also about one or two other things. I also interviewed James Skiffins from spruebox.co.uk, partly about his paint ranges of outlaw paints and two thin coats, both of which look phenomenal, but also about the inspiration boxes and where they're going in the future. And then I had the great pleasure of meeting Will and Ilya from DBMK Models. You've heard me talk about their stuff so much on the channel. There's updates on all of their projects, and I got to tell you, their Sea Fury looks phenomenal. The plans they have and what they're going to do and how they're going to achieve it will make any average modeler like myself able to make something really seriously, truly exceptional. They're really, really clever ideas they've got. So these three videos are going to form a short series, which I'll release over the course of the next week or two. Do look out for those. Enough of all of that. Let's kick on and have a look at the rest of the news of the week. Of course, the surprise announcement of the Aviation Week has been the new Messerschmitt ME410 Hornisse in 1/72nd scale from AIRFIX. It does seem an unusual choice of subject when there's so much more that they could be doing, like the new Hamden, just saying, but still an interesting looking kit. I've got one to build. Look out for the box opening and build video coming very soon, as well as an interview with designer Matt and head of brand Dale Luckhurst filmed at Telford. Also, on the AIRFIX stand, they confirmed the 1/48 scale Gannet will be released before the end of November. Will anyone really build it with the wings extended, do you think? Anyway, they also tell me everything they've promised for this year will be released by the end of the year, except the new version of the Tiger Moth in 1/48 scale, which will be released very early in the new year. From XTRAKIT is a new Canberra PR9 in 1/72nd scale. This is actually a rebox of their own 2007 kit that was made in partnership with Sword, but it now includes 3D printed seatbelts and cockpit details made by Kit's World. XTRAKIT has also done a similar job with their Spitfire 12 in 1/72nd scale, including some straps and cockpit details as 3D decals by Kit's World. EDUARD has released some visuals of a built test shot of their Grumman FM1 Wildcat, the kit due for release in December. Looks very good overall, and I'm sure it will be a winner. My only concern is the size of the domed rivet heads compared with the recessed ones. They look so much bigger, but it could be that it will look much better when the kit is properly finished and painted. LUKGRAPH has announced a new Halberstadt D2 kit, initially in 1/32nd and 1/48 scales, but eventually also in 1/24th scale. No matter which you choose, I'm guessing these resin kits will be exceptionally well detailed. 3 different schemes will be offered. When I made the Revell Arado E555 flying wing recently, a lot of you said how difficult they are to find. Well, Revell has listened and it has announced it will re-release the kit next year. Now, I don't know if this is a plain rebox or if they're making any changes or additions. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Fantastic Plastic has this new 1/72nd scale kit of the Spectrum Falcon interceptor from the TV series Captain Scarlet. It's a good looking kit, but it does come from the 2005 reboot of the franchise and, to my mind at least, is no match for the original Angel interceptor. Big from TAKOM has been the release of its 10th anniversary special, a 1/35th scale Tiger 1 tank. This is available in the mid-production version, a mid-production version with a figure of Panzer Ace Otto Carius, or in the late version, which can also be finished as a command tank. For the real Tiger collector, there will be a box with all three of these, plus an exclusive 1/16th scale figure of Otto Carius. Copper State Models has this 1916 German Wanderer army motorbike in development, while HD Models has this much later Moto Guzzi Alce 500 set, complete with a driver, also in 1/35th scale. And I know at least one person who will be delighted to see this new D8511 1936 model tractor in 1/24th scale by MINIART. Must admit, I kind of like the industrial functionality of the whole thing myself. FORE Hobby is continuing to build its range of armour in 1/72nd scale, this time by adding the new M24 Chaffee light tank. And at the smallest scale this week, Pit Road has new sets of World War II armour, one with US vehicles and the other with British, at 1/700th scale. On my bench last week was the frankly bonkers Venera 2, a Soviet-era plywood 4-seat passenger plane from 1930s. It was made. It's in 1/72nd scale, the kit, and it's from Micromere. It was a real challenge to put together at times because the design was a bit average, to be fair, but I don't know another kit of it, and it's actually quite an interesting aeroplane. I mean, 4 passengers, 5-cylinder engine, and it worked. And it used to fly in the Arctic regions of Russia in the 30s. I even put floats on one of them. It was fun to build. Anything that's a challenge is actually quite fun, so it's a bit of a challenging kit, but I really enjoyed it. Do check out the build video on that. There's also a build video of the AIRFIX SRN1 hovercraft that was re-released recently, the Vintage Classics release. That was fun as well. The first time I made it, when I was about 7 or 8, I really made a mess of it. This time I hope I've actually done a little bit better. Certainly the paint job's better anyway. I enjoyed doing it. Hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If you haven't seen it yet, it is obviously still on my channel. And of course, another video that was released was the Equinox Group Build Gallery video. 83, I think, 83 different kits on display by a whole range of people from all over the world. Really, really, really enjoyed seeing all of your work. Now, if you watched a video and you're thinking, hang on, I sent Gary some pictures, why isn't my thing on there? Had it missed the cut? There was no cut. It's just I haven't found it on my search through my emails, through the Facebook pages, through Instagram, and through X, whatever it's Twitter's now called. If you see it and if you see your stuff's not there, please, please, please either email me or drop me a note through the Facebook page. You may have to resend the photos, but I will make sure they get into the final director's cut, which will be done probably in about a week and a half's time. I'll put the final archive version up online, and that will be that. That will be set in stone forevermore, your work immortalized. But please do let me know. Anyway, all of that means there's a bit of time on my hands, as usual, and that means it's time for this week's Kit of the Week. This week's Kit of the Week comes with a little story. Let me tell it to you. I was at Cosford on Friday, standing next to their Messerschmitt ME 410. Very nice it is too. Telling someone I was chatting with about this week's kit of the week, which is the Messerschmitt ME410 in 1/72 scale from Italeri. At the time I was telling this person about this, my phone went. A ping of a message from AIRFIX. Hey, we're releasing a new kit, the ME410 in 1/72 scale. So the build of the Italeri one, the box opening for the Italeri one, have already been done. They're up there. They're ready to rock and roll. Box opening will be there on Tuesday. Build will be there on Thursday. I'm not dropping them out. However, I will also be doing a box opening of the AIRFIX kit, and I will be building the AIRFIX kit this week. That way we can get a comparison between the two later on as well. So, box opening of the Italeri kit is definitely Tuesday. Box opening of the AIRFIX kit most likely on Wednesday. Build of the Italeri on Thursday. Build of the AIRFIX kit probably towards the end of the weekend. That's the way it goes sometimes. I don't believe in anything weird. It's just pure coincidence that this happened. And as I'm standing next to the aircraft itself, absolutely weird. Anyway, I've got to thank Harry Grant for sending me the original Italeri kit. I mean, it was like way over a year ago. It sat on my shelf. And for some reason, last week or the week before, I thought, you know what? I need a kit that I can do relatively quickly. So I've got some content for the week after Telford so I can catch up with everything. That was the one I chose. What are the odds? Well, about 1 in 50 something, actually, technically. But you know what I mean. How strange is that? Anyway, how you know when all these different videos turn up? Best thing to do, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and you'll get a notification whenever I publish any new content. And of course, anything you see on my channel that you like, please do give it the imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. Thank you so very much for joining me. Hope to see you again very, very soon. Take good care of yourselves, and goodbye.